guys are old news and your styles don't ooze. You're going head to head with the guy who won't move. Your tired go snooze with your blind old views. Yeah, you couldn't walk a yard or a mile in my shoes. Yeah, I'ma smile all the way to the dubs. Cause what's an extra mile if you come from the muds? I'm a wild out, watch me ramp it up. Check my style out, everybody look. I'm like Gordon Ramsay, that's just how I cook. My old thing fancy, I don't give a. I ain't giving up now, till I'm living good now. What's up until I'm at the top so high, I have to look down. They ain't taking my spot, no way. They ain't taking what I got, no way. I'm in a fight of my life every day, and I ain't stopping now, yo, I'ma carry my weight. They ain't taking my spot, no way. They ain't taking what I got, no way. I'm in a fight of my life every day, and I ain't stopping now, yo, I'ma carry my weight.
I'm a Russian, I'm a fighter. I am everything you fear. Ask your questions, I'm the answer. I'm the whispers in your ear. When the lights start, expectations loud and clear. I'm a Russian, I'm a fighter. I am everything you fear. It's the prize I envision, nature of the beast. No collision in the cage. When you visit, get the leave in the distance and it's sacred. Set your expectations. Hope you made your reservations. Till I land and you face it. What you tasting? Advertise and display it. Not a heart that you made it. It's an art when I draw, you should save it. Download it on your playlist. Really hoping that you lose. I'm really hoping that you choose. That I'm teaching like it's school. That I'm really hoping you I'm a fighter. I am everything you fear. Ask your questions, I'm the answer. I'm the whispers in your ear. When the lights start flashing for you, expectations loud and clear. I'm a Russian, I'm a fighter. I am everything you fear. Till it's already too late. It's upon us and it's Tuesday.
So much energy. Here comes the pride of Wales, the two-weight world champion, Terence Bud Crawford, one of the pound-for-pound best in the world, fighting out of Nebraska, USA, one of the greatest of all time.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, presenting the renowned Unified World Champion.
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
I love this arena. I dream of places like this. I dream of fights like this. I dream of atmospheres like this, but it could only happen here.
No doubt about it. This was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. Good counter punching. Lucky that hook didn't score. They exchange punches. A perfect counter shot. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
Just see the nerves on the fighter stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And then look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
With that jab. He threw the hook, didn't land. Hook misses. Nice counter. When you're training to fight a swarmer, Johnny, you know this better than anybody. You've got to be in peak physical condition because they're not going to let you breathe.
You got a swarmer on your case. You know you've got to fight. You've got to hold them. You've got to tie them up. You've got to lean on them when you come in until the referee makes you break off. But keep your hands high because they will keep punching until that referee said stop.
You got to like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
He threw a punch and just got countered. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Catch and shoot. Good counter punch. Perfect punch. You'd like to see more jabs. Beautiful counter punch. Nice counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Calzaghe in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Dominance, without a doubt.
On to the second round. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
To beat a counter puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Beautiful counter shot. Swing and a miss with that jab. Straight right just misses. And he scores with the counter. Both of these fighters have the conditioning to go the distance, no problem. They also have the power to end this with one punch. Well done with that counter shot. Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Nice counter shot. He missed with that jab. There's a counter shot. That counter punch caught him clean. Not throw out a lazy jab in this fight, you'll get knocked out. That counter shot lands. How about that time counter shot? might want to think of holding on here for a minute. That jab won't score. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Calzaghe in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight.
Bad round, but we don't care. Go out.
There's the bell to start round 3. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won the hands down.
Those counter punches have to hurt. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Just missed with that jab. Holding nothing back here in the round. Punch, counter punch. The perfect counter lands. Nice counter punch. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the flyweight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Missing with the hook. Good counter punch. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Nice counter shot. Hey, those punches add up. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Can't find a home for that jab. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. There's a counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Calzaghe in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
You can't leave it.
Take the round off and win the round off.
Back at it in round 4. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
When you have a fighter that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Punch, counter punch. That big hook doesn't land. counter. Punch, counter punch. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That counter punch caught him clean. Those counter punches have to hurt. They exchanged punches. How about that time counter shot? Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? When are we going to see a jab from these two? Just misses with that uppercut. Nice counter shot. How about that time counter shot? No rest for the weary. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Calzaghe in that last round. Talk about it. And there's the bell for round 5. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. A perfect counter shot. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. It hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
That counter punch caught him clean. Nice punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Those counter punches have to hurt. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Swinging big and missing big with that hook. We hear that old... Joe Calzaghe is on the canvas. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
Gotta look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner. Somehow, get to the end of the round.
straight right just misses. And he wasn't ready for that. Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Talk about Calzaghe in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
I love the response.
Back in. We're better than that.
There's the bell for round 6. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
His stamina is off the charts. Nice slip to avoid the jab. Catch and shoot. Those counter punches have to hurt. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
His stamina is off the charts. That counter shot lands. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Counter punch. He got out of the way of that right hook. Beautiful counter shot. Nice counter. A perfect counter lands. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
Sometimes when you get nervous, someone that's so powerful, you got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket him.
Swing and a miss with the left uppercut. Catch and shoot. The referee taking a look here, and if the fighter can't see, the fighter can't fight. And the referee's going to allow them to fight. Despite what the judges score. Talk about Calzaghe in that last round. Stamina is up.
You completely...
And there's the bell for round 7. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can't, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
A perfect counter shot. Nice counter shot. That jab misses. And he scores with the counter. That punch scores. Beautiful counter shot. How about that time counter shot? How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
the score with that hook, but missed. Beautiful counter punch. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
A perfect counter lands. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So this fight will continue, but how can
in round was, he knows what shot works and where to land it, then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger-happy.
A perfect counter shot. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to hold it right there, and it's lights out. That will do it. What a knockout win. You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
A shot from the gods took him out.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen.
You are the sweetest thing. Yeah. I live all the joy you bring. Yeah. But I'm coming back, knocking down the door. I'm coming back, Are you ready for more? Are you ready for more? Regrets, oh, I have a few.
We are live at the CompuBox Academy. The time is now as we get set for what should be an incredible matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
Time for our tale of the tape. The gentleman of boxing, Floyd Patterson, one of the slickest heavyweights of all time. 6 foot tall, 201 pounds. And his opponent, Deontay Wilder, he is the Bronze Bomber. 6'7" tall with that massive 83-inch reach.
Oh my goodness, look at the reach difference there. That reach is going to be an absolute nightmare to deal with, because if that jab is used...
The gentleman of boxing, Floyd Patterson, one of the best to ever do it in the... Deontay Wilder, Bronze Bomber, one of the hardest punchers in heavyweight history. His knockout percentage is off the chart.
Just take note, Todd. Check out the reach. Check it out.
This bout is scheduled for 4 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Waco, North Carolina, a legend of the heavyweight division, a 2-time heavyweight champion of the world, introducing Floyd Patterson. Fighting out of the blue corner, an Olympic bronze medalist from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, a hard-hitting, sensational knockout artist, and a WBC heavyweight champion of the world, the Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder.
Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Todd, I love this place. The atmosphere is second to none. If you get the right fights, you've got fun all night.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. That counter shot lands. Couldn't land that jab. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. So much pre-hype surrounding this fight, the fans are on the edge of their seats.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
Nice counter. Beautiful counter shot. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. There's a counter shot. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. He misses with that jab. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. This fighter embodies the cardinal rule of boxing. Hit and don't get hit.
This is what makes outside fighters so good. Their footwork is second to none. It's as fast as their hands.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Catch and shoot. That jab doesn't find a home. Well done with that counter shot. Counter punch caught him clean. Good counter punch. Just misses with that uppercut. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Swing and a miss with that jab. Counter shot. A swing and a miss with the left hook. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Sure, all 3 judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is...
And he's going to be confident now.
And there's the bell for round 2. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. How about that time counter shot? The perfect counter lands. They exchange punches. The straight right just misses. Both men step back for just a moment. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Perfect counter shot. Swing and a miss with that uppercut. Those counter punches have to hurt. He threw a punch and just got countered. Can't find a home for that jab. And he scores with the counter. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Straight right just misses. Swing and a miss with the hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Dominance, without a doubt, made
To switch back on.
Let's get it started in round 3. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Beautiful counter punch. These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. And this is incredible action from both of these heavyweights. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Lucky to have avoided that uppercut. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use blame as a brawl.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
And he dropped him. The perfect sniper shot. Let's watch it again one more time.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You okay?
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Talk about Wilder in that last round. Well, this is a very important break here for this fighter. They've been knocked down twice.
Come on, you've lain back in the fight. You must bet this guy.
Here we go to the fourth round. They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not out twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Missing with that jab. The old adage is no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This fight has a real good flow to it. Nice counter shot. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protection, everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Good counter punching. When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. Punch, counter punch. Nice counter punch. Good job stopping that uppercut. You'd like to see more jabs. Straight right just misses. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. No surprise there, a unanimous decision.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. What a result.